Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. I think my previous lecture is clear to you. So today we will discuss the next part of the chapter. So welcome to my next lecture, grade 9, topic tissue. So today we will discuss about the complex permanent tissue. So let's start this video. As I told you, plant tissue that is of two types, meristematic tissue or permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue that have capability of cell division and permanent tissue that are incapable of cell division. That permanent tissue is further divided into two types, simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue made up of only single type of cell and complex permanent tissue composed of more than one type of cell. Simple permanent tissue is further divided into three types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And complex is divided into two types, xylem and phloem. Xylem is further divided into two types, xylem vessel and tracheids, and phloem sieve tube and companion cell. Now, epidermis. Epidermis is that tissue which covers the entire body of the plant. They protect plant from injury, germs and water loss. And the cell of epidermal tissue that form a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. If we are talking about structure and function, the layer of the cell that covering surface of entire plant, that is epidermis. Layer is thin and transparent. Epidermal tissue have tiny pairs that projecting from surface of epidermis. That is known as trichome, which is abundant in the plant tissue. Root hairs are elongation of epidermal cell in the roots. And epidermal tissue in the leaf that are covered with a waxy cuticle layer, which is waterproof layer. Some epidermal cell which secrete poisonous or bad tasting substance. Now the function, it acts as a barrier to microorganism and pathogen. It also allowed light to pass for the photosynthesis in tissue below. Leaf trichome that trap water to prevent the water loss. Root hair which increase the surface area for absorption of water from the soil. That waxy cuticle prevent water loss from the leaves. The bitter taste of substance that prevent grazing by the animals. Okay, these are the structures and the function of the epidermis. After then, stomata. Stomata are the small opening on the epidermal layer of the leaf and soft part of the stem which facilitate the gaseous exchange and transpiration in plant. Each stomata is basically composed of two guard cells which regulate the opening and closing of stomata. In the desert plant, epidermis and cutin, which is a waterproof waxy substance secreted by the epidermis, are thicker to reduce loss of the water due to transpiration. Is the outer part of a branch of a tree different from the outer layer of young stem? As plant grow older, the outer protective layer called epidermis that will change. It is replaced by secondary meristem, which gives new cell on the both sides. Cells on the outside are cut off from this layer. This form the several layer which is thick cork or the bark of the tree. And cells of the cork are dead and tightly arranged without intercellular spaces. They have a chemical substance called suberin in their walls which make them impervious to gases and water. The cork, which is a dead cells, and they form outer layer of old tree trunk, protective in the nature and prevent loss of the water from plant and injuries. As it does not catch fire easily and it is light, it is used as insulator and sports good. Okay, and core tissue that prevent or protect plant from injury, germs and the water loss. It also help in the making bottle stopper and shuttlecock. Okay. So after that, complex permanent tissue, that is made up of more than one type of the cell which have common origin and work together to perform a common function. It is present in complex plant and help a plant to survive in terrestrial environment, that is land. Now the function, it transport water, mineral and food to all part of the plant. Complex permanent tissue, there are two types, xylem and the phloem. Xylem is further four types, tracheids, vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma. Phloem is further four types, sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. Both the conducting tissue, these are known as vascular tissue, or together they form vascular bundle. Now xylem tissue, which is present in the wood. These cells have thick wall and the elements which is present in xylem are tracheids, vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma. Vessels are the main important element and which is a wider part than the tracheids. Vessels and tracheids have tube-like structure which help in the transporting of water and mineral vertically efficiently. Xylem parenchyma store food and help in the lateral conduction of water. In addition to transporting water and mineral salt from root to leaves, xylem also provides spore to the plant and trees because of its toughness. Phloem, sieve tube are the tube-like structures. Elements are sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. And the end point of that is known as sieve plates that are perforated due to presence of pores. Phloem transport the prepared food from the leaves to the storage organ. As we know, food is prepared in the leaves by the help of photosynthesis, okay, and form storage organ to growing region. Hence, materials can move in the both direction in it. Xylem, that is unidirectional, phloem is bidirectional. Now the difference between xylem and phloem. Xylem basically conduct water and mineral and phloem basically conduct food. Xylem conduction take place is one direction and the phloem occur in the two direction, upward as well as downward. In xylem, conducting channel are tracheids and vessel. In the phloem, conducting channel are sieve tubes. Only xylem parenchyma is living, all other are dead. In phloem, all are living except phloem fiber. Xylem conduct and gives mechanical strength. Phloem conducts and gives no mechanical strength. After that, animal tissue. So based on their function, there are four types of the animal tissue: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Further, epithelial tissue is divided into five types: squamous epithelial, cuboidal epithelial, columnar, ciliated and stratified squamous epithelial. Connective is further divided into four types: areolar, adipose, skeletal and fluid. Areolar is further two types: tendon and ligament, skeletal, bone and cartilage, and fluid connective tissues two types: blood and lymph. Muscular animal tissues further divided into stratified, unstratified and cardiac. So with this slide, your lecture has finished. So in the next part, we will discuss about the rest part. So till then, stay at home, stay safe, be happy and thank you.